Now it's time for the award of the player of this match. And to present this award, we have the great Shane Warne. There were some notable performances in this match, but the standout performance in the end, for his 52 not out in 35 deliveries, the player of the match in his last T20 for Sri Lanka, Kumar Sangakkara. Kumar, what a way to end. Carried round the ground, man of the match, and finally a victory for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. We've had 6 years, fifth final, and I can't be happier or prouder, because I think the side carried me all the way through to the final. I didn't do much other than keep wicket. I'm pretty happy that I was able to do something back for them and be a part of such a great side and win a World Cup.
You're quite emotional, aren't you? I mean, this means a lot to you.
Yeah, it does. It means a lot to all of us, to me, to our families, to everyone back home. We're just very happy and very proud and very humbled by this.
A word on the bowlers as well. I mean, you've kept wicket to them for a number of years. That was some phenomenal death bowling.
I thought it was amazing. The way Virat Kohli was batting, he was about to take the game away from us, but the last 4 to 5 overs, the Yorkers, the lengths we bowled, the fielding, this is what you call a team effort. I think that's what really set us apart all throughout the tournament. All credit to all the bowlers led by Lasith. Everyone in the side. Angelo Matthews had an amazing tournament. I'm just really proud to be a part of this team.
What did you think when you were out there and Pereira arrived in the middle? Did he ease the pressure on you?
He always eases the pressure when he gets going. He played some magnificent shots. We had some very good partnerships out there. India's always a tough side to play, but we're just happy finally to be on the winning side.
I know we're going to see you in other forms of the game, but just tell us what it means to you to play for Sri Lanka.
It means everything. I think my family and then playing for Sri Lanka, it's the two most important things that's happened to me in my life. And you know, there are no words to explain that, the pride we feel. All the guys out there, they're an amazing bunch, and we wear these colours with a lot of pride and with a lot of love.
Are you going to miss wearing those colours in T20 cricket?
I'll miss the colours when I go in any format, but everyone's got to go, and my time from this is now.
Thanks to you and Mahela for all the memories. Our man of the match, Kumar Sangakkara. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the player of the tournament. The jury for this award comprised of David Boone, the ICC match referee, Marais Erasmus, the ICC elite panel umpire, former international captain Wasim Akram, and also former West Indian fast bowler Ian Bishop and cricket journalist Uptal Shivro. There were some excellent performances throughout the tournament. Notable mentions go to Ravindra Ashwin and also to Imran Tahir, 11 wickets and 12 wickets respectively, but the standout performance by a country mile, the man of the tournament for his 319 runs, Virat Kohli. Virat, I know you must be hugely disappointed right now, but you must be also very proud of the way you've batted in this tournament.
Well, yeah, firstly, congratulations to the Sri Lankan team, especially Mahela and Sangha, their last T20 game, and I think Darren was right. You know, the God was indeed smiling on them, but all in all, a great performance from them. Yeah, I am disappointed that we couldn't, you know, cross the line. We played great cricket throughout the tournament, unbeaten, but just one off day, and you know what can happen in 2020. But yeah, personally, I was pretty happy with the way I was hitting the ball and, you know, just keeping things simple and try to stay in my zone, and that sort of worked for me.
Must be great for you, though. We've all known you're a good player in the last couple of years, but to do it on this big stage consistently, you know, has really made you centre stage.
Yeah, definitely. Last T20 World Cup, also I tried to do my bit, but that wasn't enough for us to qualify. This time around, you know, I've been playing well for the last few months, and I thought, you know, why not make the most of my form? And actually, if I can help the team in any way to reach a long way in the tournament, that'll be pleasing for me personally. And the most pleasing thing is that the team reached the finals, and I was able to contribute in almost every game that we played, and that makes me happy.
A slightly different challenge for you today, batting first, setting a total, and it was going very well for you.
Yeah, some people have been talking about how I can't score in the first innings. I only like chasing, but yeah, it was important to stay in the wicket. It was a bit slow early on, and important to hold one end. But as I said, they were brilliant in the last 4 overs. They gave about 21 odd runs, and if you have Malinga bowling Yorkers at you like that, there's not much you can do.
How frustrating, though, was it? I think you only faced 8 deliveries in those last 4 or 5 overs, watching from the other end.
Yeah, I sort of got going in the 16th, but after that I hardly faced any balls, and that was sort of annoying, but I wouldn't say frustrating, because the other people on the non-strikers end or the strikers end also were trying to hit the ball, but it wasn't coming off. As I said, one of those off days. Sometimes it happens when you can't really time the ball, and as I said, they were bowling in brilliant areas.
Will India and you learn from this evening and come back stronger?
Absolutely. We've had one off day, and the boys can be really proud of how we played. We fielded exceedingly well in this tournament. We batted well, we bowled well. And, we can be really proud of the way we played this tournament, especially after the kind of losses we had in the past. To show this character and the kind of temperament we have, I think the team can really take a lot back home and, learn from it and come stronger coming the next season.
Virat, you've been brilliant in this tournament. Many congratulations.
Thanks, Nasser. Cheers.
Virat Kohli, the man of the tournament. The 2014 champion Sri Lanka.
The kind of pictures that stay in your mind for a long, long time. If you're a young boy or girl in Sri Lanka today, it's a wonderful occasion to feel proud of your country. They've gone to another land and they've come back with a trophy. Well done, Sri Lanka. Jayawardene Sangakkara, Dilshan, we haven't talked about him. Malinga, legends of the game.
Yeah, think about how they've done it. The struggles, the resources back home. And not many giving them a chance. The way they've played right throughout the tournament. Wonderful team performance. It was Sangakkara with the bat today, but it was Matthews before. Janit Pereira played his part. So did Thirimana. And don't forget Kulasekara Harsha. He never gets a mention.
No, he doesn't. Senanayake was good for them right through the tournament. Angelo Matthews, a cool head. This is a team they can be proud of. It's just the kind of pictures that'll adorn the pages for many, many months to come. When you look back at the highlights, you'll just feel a little lump in your throat 20 years later when you have a little reunion. You'll say, you know what, I remember those pictures, and do you remember that shot from Pereira? And do you remember Sangakkara flicking off his pants? Do you remember that great first spell from Angelo Matthews? Those are the kind of things you remember 20, 25 years from now. Indians remember 83 and 2011. Sri Lanka now have 2014 to go with 1996.
Just the tonic they needed too. Sangakkara, Jayawardene, we won't be seeing them in this format, probably from other formats soon. This is a life that will breathe into Sri Lankan cricket for the youngsters to build upon. Plenty to look forward to.
Yes, sport has a great power of bringing people together, hasn't it? And this will just bring everybody in Sri Lanka together, united under those colours and wanting to do well. Celebrations will continue long into the night today, and well, they must. These are the moments that you play for. They're the moments you remember when you're 60 years old and you look back on a career. You'll remember tonight in Dhaka.
And just look around. They've all stayed back, even the fans. Bangladeshis, they've come out here and supported cricket. The Sri Lankans showing their appreciation. A good mix of youth and experience. And everyone wanted to do it for Mahela, for Sangha, but actually they've done it for Sri Lanka.
They've done it all, haven't they? The only thing that the Sri Lankans would have wanted to do was do this at the Premadasa. I can just imagine the crowd at the Premadasa as Sri Lanka take a victory lap round, and the celebrations there wouldn't have stopped for 3 days. I can tell you, this Premadasa with its steel band would have been playing all through the night.
Well, the Papre band will be playing right now. People gathering everywhere, giant screens in every little corner. And the celebrations. Yes, and rightfully so. Plenty of joy.
I'm just trying to imagine what the scene would be on that golf face road where, and I'm sure all over Sri Lanka as well, down south, along the coast, up in the northeast, everywhere. The smiles on the ground, the smiles in the stand. There's a haze around the ground at the moment as the fireworks go off. It's a haze of celebration for Sri Lanka. They'll come back and play in 50 overs. They may win there, they may not, but they can sit back and say, yes, we won a 20 overs tournament, Sri Lanka. They outplayed India today. They won it in style. Didn't have to bite their fingernails at the end. Just a little bit of tension at the start. And then they went home. What about Lasith Malinga? Comes in and takes over as captain. There's lots of talk about who the real captain was, but he's done his bit. I thought he was animated on the field today, and he bowled that last over today, Russell. He bowled that last over today like nobody else in the world can.
Not only the last over, go back to the 15th over. The last 27 balls, India could not score even one boundary. It was this man, N. Kulasekara, leading from the front. Yes, he dropped Virat Kohli early, and that would have made many put their heads down, but not Malinga. He still had an answer.
Must confess, start of the Asia Cup, Malinga looked underdone. He looked undercooked. The pace was down. I thought maybe that was it for Malinga, but he's come back storming like the champion that he is.
Yehali made the trip down, leaving the kids at home. So did so many of the other girls, the wives. And they do sacrifice a lot. You think about this team, Harsha, they've been out here since mid-January. Family is back at home.
And so